Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fleet Command as we continue with the single missions. So today we have Hold the Tiger at Bay. The U.S. carrier battle group must transit to a position 100 miles south of the India-Pakistan border to be ready for an evacuation of U.S. civilians from India.
The British ruled the seas for centuries with a stiff upper lip. Men drew strength from their calm and resolve. It is still true today. If we shudder, they shake. If we sweat, they panic. The cost of panic is defeat.
Your forces are the transit to latitude 2220 north, longitude 67 east. An evacuation of U.S. civilians from India is probable. Pakistan is allied with U.S. forces and is relying on your firepower to deter any further hostilities with India. Alright, let's get our intel first. The Viraat aircraft carrier battle group is underway. There are indications that they will attack all forces in the Indian Ocean. In addition, land-based strike aircraft are preparing to attack U.S. carrier battle group forces. Alright. Well, let's pause for a second. I want to queue up my orders. So, first off, which ones did I launch from the pending screen? Whatever. They're all launched. Let's. Ooh, the Constellation Kitty Hawk class. So we haven't had that in. I don't think we've had a Kitty Hawk class in a while. All right, let's prep up some Hornet strike packages here and bring those to the Alert 15. As that one is going to be my next set. We'll bring the Seahawks up. There's probably submarines. We'll get the Prowlers ready. I'll get one. Oh, okay, I guess we're...
Craft off the deck. Out. Roger, out.
All right. Yeah, we kind of... All right. Okay, so we have... they have their stupid anti-surface loadout, which isn't even a real loadout, but... Okay, we got contacts far to the south. I'm not too worried about these at the moment. Plenty of land contacts. Here's the... Really? They're going to put us in charge of Pakistani forces. Still F-16s and Mirage 5s. Well, all right.
Immediate takeoff. Affirmative.
We also have control of Pakistani missile boats, so let's play this one cautiously. Now, can I turn on sensors within the pause menu? No. Okay. I didn't think so, but I thought I'd try it. All right. Well, what we can do... Unpause.
Weapon away. Weapon away. Track 7 0 1 0. Track 7 5 1 7.
All right.
Weapon away. Track 7 5.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Will do. Roger, out.
All right.
Track 7 affirmative out. Will do. Will do. Roger, out.
Light him up.
Wilco.
I'm pretty sure he's on an attack vector.
VID track 7 5 0. Affirmative.
Cool. I'm glad these guys started in weapons range, so I never had any chance to buy the Sea Dart too. All right.
Track slash track 7 5 0 9. Missing way. Track 7 5 0 7.
All right, let him have it.
Track 7 5 0 7. Emergency emitter bearing 3 away. Track 0 slash track 7.
He's changing course. Target is hostile. Repeat, target is hostile.
Affirmative out. Weapon away. Track. Engaged. track 7506. Roger. Missile away. Track 7506. Engage track 7506. Can do. Missile away. Track
Come on.
7506. I got him. Engage track 7506. Can do. Roger. Out. Slash track 7510. I got him. Kill track 7506. Roger. Out.
All right, that should get them something.
7507.
All right, so they had Sea Harriers out for us. All right, Tomcat, Phoenix, go.
Toast. Kill track 756. Engaging track 7562. Affirmative.
Come on. Oh, they are going for him instead of the missiles. All right, yeah, get the fuck out of there. I thought they would be smart and target the missiles instead.
SOS.
Okay. My bad. I didn't realize they were going to be stupid.
Engage track 7517. Can do.
All right, they got multiple hostiles here.
6. Emergency racket bearing track 795. Weapon away. Track 7. Weapon away. Track 7.
We're gonna light them up.
Bearing 01.
Holy shit.
Kill track 7515. Roger. Missile away. Track 7565. I've got him. Engaging track 7.
Well, we have an early opportunity where if one harpoon gets through, we can definitely fuck up some of their flight ops.
562. Killing track 7551. Roger. Out. Weapon away. Track 7551. Toast. Engaging track 756.
Okay, give me
Missile away. Track 756.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 prowlers.
Green deck, get those aircraft airborne. Wilco.
Destroyed. Track 7516. Killing track 751. Proceeding to base. Roger. Missile away. Track 7517.
All right.
VID track 7.
Let's get some VIDs out there.
6. Roger. Can do.
And you have 1 harm missile left, so
Toast. Killing track 7.
just throw it in the general direction.
Roger. Missile away. Track 7515.
All right.
Returning down plate. Affirmative. 2.
Yeah, I didn't think they would get close enough to do damage, but I had hopes and dreams.
I've got him. Engage track 7593. Will do. Roger.
Although we are getting a lot closer than I thought we would.
Track 7521 is history. Merged away. Track destroyed. Track 756.
All right, we actually did hit them. All right, we got Sea Eagles, so they're launching a counterattack on us.
High priority intelligence message received.
Roger out. Roger. Taking track 7513. Will do. Roger out. Weapon away. Track 7513. Taking track 7513. Wilco out. Weapon away. Track 7513. Engage track 7511.
Do we have? Why it's another? Oh, because right.
511.
They're doing the pre-assigned air stations, which kind of suck. Like, I wish I could turn them off, which, as far as I'm aware, I cannot.
Affirmative out. ID track 754.
All right.
Will do. Roger out.
Yep, these guys are.
Classify track 7538. Affirmative out. Away. Track 7649. Identify track 7535.
All right, we'll have the Mirages come in and help.
544. Affirmative out.
And then we got 2 F-16s here that can also help.
Out. track 7, 6, 5, 6.
Okay, I guess we're still there. They are. Oh, Viking. Oh, that is. Oh, it's some of it's extra stuff I launched. Oh, did I launch Vikings instead of Prowlers?
7, 5, 4, 7, 5.
Whoops.
Away, track
Roger
7,
out.
5, 9, 4.
All right. I need a Tomcat. Here you go. Phoenix missile.
Engaging track 7, 5, 9, 4. Roger. Birds away, track 7, 5, 9, 4.
There we go. Not too worried about the Sea Eagles, subsonic high flyers.
5, 3.
So they should be pretty easy for our air defenses to shoot down. They're still launching shit.
ID track 7, 5, 6.
All right, we have inbound. Anyways, we had a high priority intelligence message received. Confirmation Viraat carrier battle group is underway. Well, yeah, we saw that. Thanks, game. We know. I like how they're just ignoring that we destroyed them already, theoretically, in a previous engagement, but...
5, can do, out.
All right. There we go.
Can do.
All right, let's jam their forward.
7, 5, 2, 5. VID as neutral surface.
Okay, good.
Returning to base.
We'll jam the forward ships in their air defense arsenal, so that will hopefully give some room for our harpoons to go in.
Track 7, 5, 9, 4 is history. Track
Let's see. Why do I have 2 Hawkeye? I'm pretty sure I didn't launch Hawkeyes, but whatever.
Destroyed. Track 7, 5, 0, 3.
God damn it. There we go.
3, 8 is neutral surface. Roger.
I believe you guys are all the ones I want. Yes. All right. Then you guys are also going to go in that general direction. So we got jammers on them. So they said beware of land-based bombers. I don't see any of those happening. Okay, you guys are, yeah, you're doing the supersonic thing.
7, 5, 3, 9. Will do. Roger, out. Will do. Track 7, 5, 3, 5. Identified as neutral surface.
All right, we'll probably have to go after these guys with Mavericks or something, unfortunately. Well, if we aim it right, we should be able to use harpoons. So what I'll probably end up doing is using our surface fleets. Well, obviously the Hornets are going to be the main task force. The other two, I'll probably redirect upwards. Or northward, so that way we can use them to
Engaging track 7, 6, 5, 9.
use the Hornets as a strike package. We'll have to get rid of the rest of this crap too.
Birds away. Track 7, 6, 8, 6.
Let's see. Throw me up some recon. Let's get these guys on the alert 15. That's fine.
Launch aircraft immediately.
Give me an ES3 Viking. I want them to do some advanced scouting.
0, 3, 6, 5. Entering the circuit. Over.
Oh, you're gonna be. They give you so many submarines, but they're so useless just because they're out of position.
Track 7, 5.
It would take forever for them to actually like get into position.
7, 5, 4.
Actually, if we attack from this way, we should be pretty good too.
Track 7, 5, 4. Can do. Out.
All right.
Engaging track 7520. Will do. Weapon away. Track 7, turn base. 1, can do. Roger, out.
There we go. We can use Pakistani naval forces. Oh, come on. They all went in for the guy we sunk.
Track 7686.
All right. Anyways. S3 Viking.
Will do. Affirmative, out. Affirmative,
Yeah, that's kind of
out.
be another sensor for us. ES3 Viking.
Roger.
Harpoon.
Engaging track 7511. Wilco, out. Track 7530. PID as neutrals. Take track 7511. Affirmative, out. Weapon away. Track 7. Engaging track 7511. Will do, out. Weapon away. Track 7.
What the fuck are you guys doing? Get out of there. Get out of there.
1-4. Affirmative, out. Can do. Roger, out.
Jesus, I'm glad I noticed that.
Taking track 7514. Wilco, out. Killing track 7514. Affirmative, out. Missile away. Track
Troll.
7514. Affirmative.
I need you to jam.
Will do. Roger, out. It's toast. Engage track 79.
All right, take care of some of these. We got a horde of helicopters here, so
917. Engaging track 75.
come on. You don't need weapon directors to fire harpoons.
Available for tasking. Over.
Okay, so we got a Pakistani diesel electric, which again is fucking useless because it's too far away.
Missile away. Track 7514. Will do. Can do. Roger. Out.
All right.
Roger. Will do. Out.
It looks like our strike was a success, so I'll send. You can stay.
Can
You
do.
go that way. We may as well use the assets we have in the air.
Classified track 7539.
Yeah, you
Can
keep
do.
doing
Roger.
that.
Out. Can do. Roger.
We
Out.
got massive helicopter spam here. All right. I think we're ready.
Weapon away. Killing track 756. Weapon away. Affirmative. Track 75. Track 7. I got him. Engaging track 750. Killing track 791. Missile away. Track 7506. Missile away. Track 7506.
All right. They have expended their munitions.
Returning to
You can
base.
really see how the game does its tick rate calculations when you're up slow like that. It's not doing like an incremental, like a real-time thing.
Take track 7914. Roger. Out. Host. Killing track 7920. Affirmative. Out. Missile away. Track 7.
The Harms have a better, being supersonic, they should have a better chance of getting through their defenses and disabling weapons and electronic systems. And then based on those results, that'll determine if I need to switch over a jammer. Although if we can destroy this destroyer and this frigate, then we'll have a free jammer to shift over. Well, there's the embassy that we'll probably have to evacuate. 6 and cannon, yeah, we don't have anything. We got more hostile unknowns too. Let's see, where did I sent that Viking off somewhere? There he is.
Flash track 7914.
All right, they got the destroyer here with Goas. They're not really doing much to help. There goes their Helix helicopters. Fuck, that's right, I launched them too high. Okay, some of them homed in though. And it looks like they're shooting down, oops. It looks like they're shooting down the missiles that missed, essentially. All right. 21% damage now. It sounds like we might have hit another helicopter on deck. So I am definitely a fan of that. Okay, let's see. There were 2 more Hornets I parted off. Where did they go? Here they are. Let's head around for now and scout out some of these southern forces. Yeah, let's go this way. We'll see if that guy's going to be hostile or not. All right, they're launching more missiles. All right. They're firing manually with the guns because we're jamming them so badly. Our Tycho is just not firing harpoons like he should be.
Killing track 7, 5, 1.
Return the station. You're fucking up. You also return the station. He still had engage orders for this contact. So those are what, 130 millimeter guns probably, and now the cannons are lighting up. Oh, that's right. It doesn't tell you the caliber of the guns and cannon. Their GOAs are useless. It looks like he's getting some hits with their close-in system. They can burn through the jamming at very short range. But look at all that ammunition he's expending. All right, looks like they got both of them. All right, you have a new priority target.
It's toast. Taking track. Weapon away. Track 7, 1. Can do. Roger. Weapon away. Track.
Okay, come down the medium altitude, and then we'll launch HARM missiles. And those should interrupt them a little bit. He's turning the phased missiles, which is an interesting choice. It does narrow his profile, so he's less likely to be picked up, but I mean, it's an aircraft carrier. He ain't hiding. It also reduces the number of cannons he's able to bring into the fight to 1. Whereas if he had turned to show his starboard side, he would have 3 CIWS cannons. So, which I think at this point having more cannons would be better, but you know, what do I know?
Killing track 7, 5.
All right, let's unleash the harms and return to base. All right. You can see that cannon's doing work, but not enough. Here they come. Ooh.
Battle damage assessment report received.
There, fuck off with your Harriers. All right, we got unidentified air contacts. Battle damage report received. INS Viraat aircraft carrier confirmed. Sunk. Woo. All right, we got the Godbari here. So that means wherever I should have a Prowler somewhere. It's hard to tell with all these dudes that decided to launch.
This is track 0141. Entering the circuit. Over. Track 7527 is neutral surface.
Where the fuck is he? See you. There you are. All right, jam the other track. So we'll see how well this plays out. All right, he's lost. He managed to shoot that one down. But now, you'll notice now that he's jammed, he ain't launching anymore. So we'll see how much damage these guys do. I'm not expecting a lot, but I do know they're a little overpowered in this game. All right, they're at short range. He can burn through the jamming, too short to use missiles. And we have hits. That should fuck up his sensors a little bit. All right, we have more hostile forces. These guys are still making their way south. All right, going for a close range ID. These should be enough harpoons to put the Rajput under, and then the Ranajay I'm not too worried about, honestly.
Taking track 7, 5, 1, 2. Wilco.
I don't know why he can't engage with his harpoons, but
Taking track 7.
yeah, you're right on the edge, but I think that'll be fine.
Track 7, 5, 1, 2. Kill track 7, 5, 1, 2. Will do.
We'll use 6 on him just because he does have some effective point defense, or 5, however many.
Returning to station. Wilco out.
Okay.
7, 5, 3, 7. Can do. Classified track 7, 5, 3, 4. Can do. Out.
All right, let's get some IDs here. I assume down here is where... Okay, these are...
Returning to home plate.
just return the base then.
Identify track 7, 6, 8.
All right, neutral, neutral, neutral. There we go. This is what we're talking about. There we go. You're toast. And hopefully he should be sunk by the time our...
Track 7, 5, 3, 7. Identified as neutral service. 6.
All right.
Can do. Roger. Oh, ID track 7, 5,
Will do.
4,
Roger.
0. Out.
VID track 7, 6, 5.
All right, we'll have
7.
these guys
Will do.
run some IDs.
Track 7. Will do.
All right, pull out.
4, 5. Will do.
You can return the
Returning to home
base.
plate. Affirmative.
It doesn't look like we'll need the Pakistani F-16s for air superiority. You're obviously hostile. You changed course. Oh, yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Track 7, 6, 5, 7. Will do. Birds away. Track 7, track 7, 6, 8, 7. Identified as new. Will do.
All right, Axel set, go.
Engage track 7, 5, 1, 5. Will do. Out.
Axel set, go.
Post. Killing track 7.
Oh, he's probably got to
5,
drop
1,
altitude a little
5.
bit.
Out. Missile away. Track.
There we go.
5, 1, 5. I got him. Take track 7, 5, 1, 5. Will do. Missile away. Track 7, 5, 1.
Return the base.
Can do. Out. Roger. Out.
And you take him.
Take track 7, 5, 1, 7. Out. Weapon away. Track 7, 5, 1, 7. Engage track.
Now, that's a little bit of a risky one since we've seen they deviate much more than their seeker head should permit, but
Returning to base. Roger.
we'll see how it turns out. Yeah, look at that. Deploying chaff.
Track 7.
Kill track 7, 6, 5.
Sea Harrier. All right.
Affirmative.
Let's see what these guys are then. And then let's ID that guy real quick.
4, 0. Affirmative.
Oh, look. Another target.
Taking track 7, 8, 2, 1. Affirmative. Roger out.
Out. Affirmative.
All right. We can send them down there.
Out.
We'll detach one Hornet to investigate them. I imagine they'll be neutral. These guys, I don't know if they're going to be neutral or not. All right, we got another friendly airport. So we can assume everyone coming from that is friendly.
To base. Affirmative. Out. Proceeding to base. Roger.
All right. Oh, look who decided to shoot some missiles.
Taking track 8, 2, 3, 9.
They're big missiles, to be sure. But they are still few in number.
Out.
All right.
Station. Will do. Roger.
Man your action stations.
Engaging track 8, 2, 3, 9. Wilco out. Birds away. Track 8, 2, 4, 0.
Ah, damn, he got one. But we got him pretty bad, too. To where we can probably... Okay, return to base.
Will do. Birds away. Track 7, 6, 3, 9.
Oh, they are angry. Okay, we got more hostiles.
Kills. Track 7, 6, 8, 8. Out. Birds away.
All right.
Track 7,
Amram,
6,
go.
8. Will do.
These are probably fighters, probably flankers that they're gonna magic up for them. All right, so now we got those AMRAMs off. We're gonna pull away and kind of drag away from them. See if we can't drag them into our AMRAMs. Then when that
Missile away, track 8, taking track 8, 2, 4, 0. Wilco out.
then when the that Phoenix hits its target, we can
3, 9. Affirmative. Birds away.
we can turn around and pop off another shot.
9.
All right, so these are high threat. So we're gonna be. Oh wow, the AMRAMs actually got him. Typical hell, not what I expected.
Affirmative out. Birds away. Birds away. Track 2, 4, 0, 8.
All right, we got one of these guys.
Birds away. Track 8, 2, 3.
All right, we got the other. We are good. Actually, before you,
Track 7, 5.
let's buy that guy. He's probably a bad guy, but, you know, better make sure. And we gotta be careful. Those Sepacat Howls will, they do have short-range air-to-air missiles for ostensibly self-defense, but they could take down harmless aircraft like our Viking here. Looks like the Indians didn't have any submarines in the battle, as we aren't picking up anything on sonar. You return to base.
Will do. Roger. Out.
All right, who's left here that's useful?
Affirmative. Out.
All right, this should be one of the last large warships for the Indian Navy. You can see she's firing on all guns there. But most of them are going into the ocean.
Track 7, 5, 3, 2 is neutral. Affirmative out. Track 7, 9, 1, 8 is history.
Motherfucker.
Losing control.
That guy's going to be trickier to deal with. All right, we got another hit on him, but he's still not down, that motherfucker. Mach 1.2, you are cleared to engage. Wherever my... There you are.
Killing track 7, 6, 6, 1. Out. Proceeding to base. Will do. Roger. Out.
All right, give me two more Tomcats in the air.
Can do. Roger. Out.
All right, we got Sam. I like how our SAM site is in the middle of a pond there. All right, let us set up some Mirage 5s.
Immediate takeoff. Can do. Out.
This one's going to be tricky. Let's also set up a strike package of our strike Hornets here.
Permission to launch aircraft. Roger.
I'm just debating. Well, because they're using the civilian ships as shields. See, this is where the fucking warships or the submarines would actually come in handy, but they're so far out that I don't want to spend 2 hours, waiting for them to get into position. You know what I mean?
Out. Will do. Out.
All right. Do we have anyone else that can take some pot shots at this? You use up your harpoons.
Engaging track 7, 5, 1, 2. Roger.
You don't be an idiot. They keep trying to fly right over that battle group, and that pisses me off. I know that's where their station is.
Track 7, 5, 1, 2. Affirmative.
Okay, I have more warships. Where are they? Here they are.
Missile away.
There we go.
Track 7,
Finally,
5,
someone
1,
shoots.
2.
Oh, that was your last harpoon. All right,
Return
good.
to station. Will do. Roger. Out.
All right, come on. Harpoon.
Take track.
Weapon away.
5,
Track
1,
7,
2.
5,
Affirmative.
1, 2. Take track 7, 5, 1, 2. Will do. Out. Missile away. Track 7, 5, 1, 2. Killing track 7, 5.
All right, return the station. That should be enough to finish putting her under.
Roger. Out. Affirmative. Out.
Do you have your...
Roger. Out.
God damn it, it's doing that thing where my aircraft don't have their radars on. Hate that. Okay, these guys are definitely hostile. We'll shoot them down. All right, and then we got... 2 of our Mirages are in the air. That should be enough to...
Roger. Out.
We'll be able to finish putting these guys down. All right, my strike package. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll send the Tomcats along for self-defense.
Roger. Will do.
All right, head on out. So what actually are our objectives here? So Allied says we've lost 2 Hornets and a Tomcat. Current mission effectiveness is 52%. You can see a list of targets we've killed there. Kitty, carrier transit, pick up civilians, Tiger tamed, Viraat destroyed, airport destroyed, and airport eliminated. So there are 2 hostile airports here. I assume what's going on is there's a hostile airport and then a SAM site protecting it. That would be my assumption here. So we're gonna have to get rid of those. We will be doing a civilian pickup later, but
Roger. Affirmative. Out.
what I will do
Roger.
is let's bring these submarines to comms depth. So it looks like this might end up being a long mission after all, because once I deal with all the hostile forces, we'll still have to pick up civilians from the embassy. So what I can do is we can hightail our submarines in close, and then once we get close enough where they might have anti-submarine weapons, we'll slow down, obviously. And we could let a submarine take out this guy. Actually, could let them take out all of those. But then we can send in nuclear submarines to take out these guys, and the torpedoes should be more accurate. Should being the operative word here.
I've got him. Taking track 8, 2, 5.
Well,
And out. Roger. Out. Out. Roger. Out.
okay, drag them towards Tommy Tomcat here. Oh yeah, they're hostile.
History. Engaging track 8, 2, 6, 5. Will do.
Yep, they're making course adjustments. Did he just fucking bounce off the goddamn... What are they going... I guess he might be going after these missiles, maybe?
Weapon away. Track 8, 2, 6.
Well, whatever. They won't have a chance to go after him long. Okay, there's the missiles streaking in. Let's watch, shall we? Put this ship out of its misery. Woo, boo, 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 boo. Yeah, her Sea Whiz is down. She's done for.
Kill track 7, 5,
Oh, yeah.
1, 2. It's
All right.
history. Kill track 8, 2, 5, 3. Affirmative.
Keep on going.
Can do. Out.
All right. Our Prowlers will be a little late to the party, but I do want to bring them along for anti-SAM duties.
Can do.
All right, I want you there and you there. We'll try to divvy up the missiles a little bit and hope we get lucky. You can just return the base. I don't think I need you anymore. Likewise, I don't need you.
Affirmative.
You're
Track 8, 2, 6, 5 is history.
another Sea Harrier.
I've got him. Take track 8, 2, 6, 7. Roger, out. Weapon away. Track 8.
All right, this guy's a likely hostile, but he could also just be climbing to altitude, so we aren't going to make that determination just yet. All right, we can spin him around. All right,
Roger, 2, 6, 7.
we got another Sea Harrier down. Phoenix, go.
Post. Engage track 8, 2, 5, 3. Can do. Roger, out. Weapon away. Track 8, 2.
All right, you got 2 Phoenixes. You're coming into the patrol zone here. You also have 2 Phoenixes. You're coming into the patrol zone here. All right, I gotta keep an eye on these guys now for a second, because they're about to pass the threshold at which I don't have to worry about hitting the trawlers. Well, not quite yet, so I think I could come back here for one more. And given all your course adjustments, I'm willing to just straight up bet that you're hostile.
Destroyed. Track.
Yeah.
It's history. Take track
Get 'em.
8, 2, 7, 5. Affirmative, out. Roger. Will do. Roger.
All right,
out.
come on, cruise, guy, cruise. All right, I consider this good enough.
Engage track 7, 5, 1, 5. Affirmative, out. Weapon away. Track 7, 5, 1,
All right.
5. Returning to home plane. Roger, out.
That should be enough.
Out.
All right. Engage. That's not good. Give me 2 Vikings airborne ASAP.
Weapon away. Track 8, 2, 7, 5.
You are cleared to launch aircraft. Affirmative.
All right, Exoset.
Killing track 7.
This is a riskier shot, but
Roger.
I'm going to hope
Return to
that
home
they,
plane. Out.
yeah, you have no reason not to come to comms depth. But these guys are both engaged, so I think they see something and they can't communicate it to us because they're underwater. Why do I have 3 Hawkeyes airborne? I'm pretty sure I didn't launch 3, but whatever. All right, give me an ID on him.
2, 6, 4. Can do. Out. Will do. Out.
Oh, they have multiple SAM sites there. Could also be civilians too. All right, drag him back north.
Out.
We'll see if he's truly hostile.
Can do. Out. Will do. Roger. Will do. Affirmative.
All right, throw on the radars.
Roger.
Track 8275 is history.
Good, good.
Classified track.
All right, I really want to see.
526. Can do out.
All right, we got 2 hostile boats down, and the X set is homing in on the 3rd, so that'll just leave the. He's engaged too. All right, so.
Can do. Roger. Out. Roger. Roger. Out. Affirmative. Will do. Can do.
Get to it, boys.
Track 7.
All right.
226 is affirmative.
Let's see, his course is 298. 299. He's hostile. I'm like 90% sure he's hostile. It's probably a Harrier.
I've got him. Taking track.
I'm willing to make that bet.
4. Will do. Proceed to station. Affirmative. Can do. Roger. Out.
301. There he goes. Yep.
Track 8264 is history.
Bear. Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Will do. Out.
All right.
Can do. Out. Affirmative. Will do. Roger. Out. Can do. Out.
We'll identify this guy. I'm pretty sure this is going to be another hostile. You guys are returning to base. You're a civilian airliner.
Will do. Out. ID track 7.
There we go.
7 9. Affirmative.
Let's ID everyone down here.
Track 7 5 7. Identified track 7.
There we go.
4 3. Can do. Out.
Okay, they're launching more aircraft at us. That's fine.
Track 7 5 4. Identified track 7 5 4 1.
All right, civilian traffic as I thought. Carry on.
Can do.
Oh, those aren't aircraft. Well, most of them aren't anyways.
Can do. Out.
All right, we'll take manual control to increase his fuel efficiency. And then let's launch 2 more Vikings to assist in the search.
Launch
I'm
aircraft
positive they,
out.
now that they got a submarine there. And they'll need help sussing it out. All right.
Will do. Out.
Kind of surprised we aren't seeing this guy on. There he is. Mach 1.2, he's engaging. Missile away.
Kill track 8278. Will do. Roger. Out. Roger.
Looks like they got some jamming going on there. Yeah, this shows he's over water, and the 3D view is always accurate, so his position is wildly incorrect. Yeah, there's his real position.
80. Affirmative. Out.
I'm willing to bet he's the one jamming us.
280. Track 8280 is
And he's going to try to go for
It's toast. Killing
our
track
Viking there.
8280.
Yep, another bear. He would have had the equipment to jam us.
8283.
And now you can see how everything's kind of clearing up a little bit.
Splash track
Got him.
8280.
Suffocate Hal. All right. I know I brought fucking prowlers along for the... There they are.
Out. Will do, Roger.
All right. Jam those guys.
Will do, Roger, out.
Turn around. Let's make sure he doesn't get blindsided here. There he is. He's coming in on attack vector 2.
8-7, affirmative, out. Missile away, track 8-2-8-7. Track 8-2-8-7 is history.
All right.
Can do, Roger, out. Classified track 7505, out. Out.
Abort.
Affirmative.
All right. Just as I thought.
Will do, Roger,
Come on, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Engaging track 7505, can do, Roger, out.
Actually, let's try harms. We are at a lower altitude.
I've got him. Killing track 7496, can do, Roger, out.
God, they're sending another one?
Kill track 8294, will do.
The only reason we were able to get so close is probably because they might not have identified us as hostile, because you can see there's no red dot on them, so we aren't jamming those.
Roger. Can do, Roger, out.
All right, drag them in. Okay, now they're getting jammed a little bit.
Missile away, track 7496.
All right, it's been enough time. Yeah, these guys are active.
Affirmative, out. Out.
Or another one up close just in case.
Out.
And you get the area around him. Let's ready some helicopters to assist as well.
Aircraft airborne. Roger, out. Affirmative.
All right. So the harms are away. It looks like they are successfully engaging tracks. Although one of them is not a track I targeted, so we'll see how that turns out. All right, Phoenix missile, go.
Track 8.
Yeah, Mach 1.2.
Can do, out. Weapon away. Track
Emergency racket bearing 047.
All right, we got another hostile.
295.
And it looks like they're all SAM sites, so we came to the right place.
295.
But we'll let these two missiles do their work. We have time. Oh, I did just straight up launch one, didn't I?
Affirmative. Will do, out. Affirmative.
All right, you prosecute the area directly around.
Roger, out. Will do, Roger, out.
And we'll make sure
Out. Affirmative.
we'll make sure everyone's lit up here so we can identify anything. If there's a submarine out there, we'll find it. All right, Phoenix missiles are inbound. Oh, did they shoot them down, or what happened here?
Track 8294. Engaging track 7505.
Kill track
Can do, Roger, out.
749.
Missile away, track 750.
All right, we have more Seppacat Hals.
295.
They do have more hostiles closing in.
Will do, Roger, out. Will do, Roger, out.
All right, medium altitude, medium speed. There's another sucker down there I gotta identify. Oh, return to base.
Roger. Will do. Can do, Roger, out.
Oh, did he somehow get caught up in my order? You guys return the base. You're low on
Will
fuel.
do, Roger, out.
I swear to God, if you start going after...
Return to home plate. Can do.
Give me an F-16 stat.
Return to home
Return
plate.
the base.
Will do. Roger. Out.
Actually, give me 2 F-16s. I'm not playing this fucking game where they bring out helicopters and start sinking civilian traffic for no goddamn reason.
Engage track 7497. Can do.
All right, Phoenix missile. Oh, that is not the Phoenix missile. Phoenix missile.
Toast. Kill track.
They can't have many more aircraft.
Engage track 8. Birds away. Track 8.
Okay, he is engaging.
Track 8.
I suppose there is one SAM site we aren't jamming, so that might be able to successfully intercept our launches here. And of course, the frickin' airport that's closest to us that we're attacking is the one that... Oh, you're not being jammed either.
Will do. Out.
Get out of here. Go back home.
Roger. Out.
You return the base.
Return to base. Roger. Out.
Okay, these guys are... Well, you gotta get out of here.
Roger. Slash track 8299.
All right, another Sepacat Hal. I think he should be about
Track 8297.
out of aircraft now. All right, close in, engage with Mavericks.
05. Can do. Roger. Out.
Something blew up over there. Oh, I wonder if that's a pilot that hit the ground. Okay, we can't give you cover anymore.
Will do. Out.
They'll jam for as long as they can, but
It's toast. Taking track 7497. Will do.
this is your cover.
Track 7. Affirmative.
All right, things are quiet now. Except for that submarine. We gotta find that fucking submarine so I can free up my submarines to go after these suckers. And of course, you're doing something I don't like. Okay, we have a fresh Tomcat.
Can do.
Although, actually, what we can also do is let's detach this Hornet and start lobbing AMRAAMs. We'll have to be careful. The destroyer will shoot back, but... What are you doing?
Will do.
I'm back here. And actually, I think what we can do is we should be able to set up a strike package. I don't think I want these guys on standby,
Roger.
but I think we're going to let the Pakistanis have some fun here. You have 81% fuel. And
Permission granted.
we're going to set up a strike package because now the civilian traffic is cleared up enough. We should be able to hit the Batwa here. And then maybe if things keep going, we should be able to send another one after the Rana here. But we'll see. All right.
Weapon away. Track 8304.
Destroyed track
There we go.
7497.
That's what I'm talking about.
I've got him. Taking track 7496. Will do. Out. Roger.
All right, you guys come in here. You have harms. And actually, that might be
Roger. Out. Can do. Out.
pull up and out.
Affirmative. Out.
We got more harms that we can try to use here. And I think we're going to use them. Yeah, I think they are officially out of aircraft, so we can send these guys back. God, they use up fuel so quickly when they're searching. I have another Hornet or something. Here, I don't.
Affirmative out.
I'm sure he's
CID track 8,
neutral,
2,
but
9-2. Roger.
okay, that is definitely not the
Out.
orders I gave you. They do have more. Fucking A.
Will do.
I spoke too soon. I am sorry.
Can do out.
All right, both of you guys.
Out.
Why are you going low? I want you high.
Track 8292. Identified as
Neutral air. Okay, that's what I thought.
I've got him. Taking
All right, drag 'em.
3, 1, 2. Can do. Roger out.
Will do. Roger, out.
Splash track 8, 3, 1.
And if you get a lock on this guy,
I've got him.
fucking execute.
8, 3, 1, 3. Roger out. Weapon away.
All right,
Track 8,
harm.
3, 1, 3. Engage track 7, 5, 0, 5. We'll do
Harm.
track 7, 5, track 5. Affirmative. Missile away. Track 7.
Harm.
Take track 7, 4, 9, 6. Affirmative out. Missile away. Track 7, 4, 9, 6.
Will do. Out.
Will do. Roger out.
Out.
All right, there we go. All right, we got a fix on this guy now. I don't hear any activity from the airport.
Killed track 8, 3.
Then
1,
again, they have
3.
another fucking
I've got him. Engage track.
track,
8,
so
3, 2, 1. Affirmative. Can do. Roger out. Missile away. Track 8, 3, 2, 1.
all right, let's see if any of these boys make it in. Damn, but this guy's, they're pretty much point blank range now, so they might be able to actually get in some good hits. Fuck.
Take track 7, 5, 0, 5. Will do. Out. Weapon away. Track 7, 5.
All right, come on, baby. Nope. We have a failure here.
Roger. Out.
Are you okay? You're you.
Can do. Will do.
Can do. Out. Killed track 8, 3, 2, 1.
Another Seppacat Hell. All right, you guys are just about out of
Will
fuel,
do. Roger out.
so return the base.
Return to base.
Okay, you're
Roger.
close enough that I think I can trust you
To
now.
home plate. Roger out.
Returning to home plate. Can do.
Will do. Roger out.
All right.
Kill track 7,
Will do.
5, 0, 5. Can do. Out.
Engaging track 7, 4, 9, 6. Out.
Come on, one of you. Oh, you still have a harm. Come on, let that shit fly.
0, 5. Will do. Out. Weapon away. Track 7, 5, 0, 5.
Come on.
Kill track
Yeah.
5, 0, 5. It's toast. Take track 7, 4,
I've got him.
9,
Kill track
6. Will do.
4, 9, 6. Roger out.
Okay, you guys
Out.
back off a little bit. Give them some room.
Can do. Roger. Out.
I'm gonna have to pull this guy back soon.
Affirmative. Out. Roger. Out.
There we go. All right. He's got his SA-6. He missed. All right, now follow him in.
Post. Engage track. 7-4-9-6. Affirmative.
Will do. Roger out.
Right, and I almost forgot about my strike package here, which...
Can do out.
Killed. Track 7-4-9.
All right. Let's see what they were hiding, boys. Or protecting, rather, I should say. They weren't really hiding it. But we already know what it is. You know what?
Affirmative out.
Let's go investigate those ships. They're probably friendly or neutral air, but we can make sure of that real quick. Yeah. Let's see, you all have 2 Mavericks, so...
Engaging track. 7-5-0-1. Roger out. Weapon away.
Go for it.
7-5-0-1. Track 7.
All right.
Kill track 7-5-0-1. Can do.
Okay. Meet up with your buddies.
Weapon
I want you
away.
together.
Track 7-5-0-1.
Okay. I was concerned at first that they had launched more aircraft to intercept, but looks like that is not the case. We got secondary detonations from fuel and munitions.
Killed. Track 7-5-0-1.
All right. Hopefully,
Affirmative. Roger.
we still have enough fuel to go after this target. It's not. No. We're going to have to launch another strike package. So let's set that up now. Strike. And a couple spares. And let's get our 2 prowlers.
Aircraft airborne. Wilco.
Proceed to base. Affirmative.
Okay, you're close enough. I think I can trust you to find your way back to the carrier without killing yourself now.
Returning to base. Roger.
All right, tighten up your search.
Out.
All right. Let's speed time up a little bit here.
Affirmative. Out. Return to base.
And you guys, okay. Yeah, I think we got that helicopter. So we can kind of... There we go. All right, here is our strike package. So let's bring them in.
Affirmative. Out.
The usual. All right, do we have any more intel? Asking, no. Oh, just that. Yeah, okay, so nothing new, really.
Immediate tasking received.
Of course, as I say that. Immediate tasking received. Your forces are to destroy an Indian airport in SAM sites near 2206 North, 7022 East longitude. These targets need to be eliminated to ensure a safe helicopter evacuation of U.S. citizens from India. Good luck. Well, I'm a little ahead of you on that. I hope... No, I might have fucked myself by taking it out ahead of time and not waiting for the... Oh, I might have fucked myself. That's fine. Our score will be reduced, but you can see we've already got a better score than some missions we've been on, so I'm not too terribly concerned.
Affirmative. Out. Affirmative. Out.
All right. This guy can't be that far away, can he?
Can do.
Yeah, he's pretty close.
Out. ID track 7533. Roger. Roger. Out. Track 753. Classified track 7536. Affirmative. Affirmative out.
Aha! We found a submarine.
Wilco out.
Launch another helicopter.
Cleared to launch aircraft. Wilco out. Green deck, get those aircraft airborne. Affirmative out. Returning to home plate. Roger out.
Roger out. Can do. Roger out.
All right.
Roger out.
As is the usual case, I think they let their torpedoes off at maximum range,
Returning to base.
so we should be able to avoid them and launch a counterattack. Okay, we have those on alert 15. That must just be an air corridor. Don't need to bother with that.
Affirmative. Affirmative out.
All right,
Affirmative.
you're fucked now. All right, and these guys are
Roger
come
out.
down to altitude.
Take track. Weapon away. Track 750. Weapon away. Track 750. Cannot comply. Cannot comply.
Oh yeah, I know you can't.
Roger out. I've got him. Killing track 750. Roger out. Weapon away. Track.
All right.
750. Returning to base.
That should be
Can do out.
nice and straight in.
753.
We'll see.
Identified as neutral surface. Will do out.
Let's see how well that holds up.
Roger,
But
out. Will do out.
in theory, those exocets should not be harming anything other than their target. All right, they got geckos. But I think the Batwa here is not going to have much in the way of good self-defense armament, so we should be safe. Or rather, our missiles should be safe. Of course, as I say that, they knock two out of the air. Well, that one's getting through. Booyah. All right. Our main guns are firing. Will they be enough? Guess our cannon had to reload or something. It will not. She is sinking. So the Pakistan motherfucker.
Can do. Roger out.
This motherfucker, he's using that ship for a shield. Okay, thank God.
Affirmative.
All right.
Roger out. Affirmative out.
Yeah, you should probably
Out.
get away from there. Now, hopefully, they aren't classifying our Viking as hostile still. That could get us the leg up on identifying some of these targets. Okay, you have enough fuel that I trust you to get back to base on your own.
Affirmative.
I can't use harms. I can't use harpoons, no matter the angle. I guess the harpoons I could use from this angle. But I can't use harms to soften them up first because they might just hone in on his radar. So this really is the one case where I want a submarine to go in and sink them, but all my submarines are occupied with this guy, which hopefully it's just this guy.
High priority tasking received.
Received immediate target assessment for Tomahawk strike against Indian Airport located at latitude 2051 north, longitude 7053 east. Ordered 2 Tomahawk capable ships to fire on this target. 2051 north, 7053 east. That's that guy. All right, well,
Take track 7502. Roger. Weapon away. Track 75. Take track 7502. Affirmative out. Weapon away. Track 7. Engaging track 7498. Wilco out. Weapon away. Track 7498.
all right.
Cannot
Well, there's a
comply.
Tomahawk barrage,
Station,
so.
Wilco.
All right, give me another bike. Give me 2 more Vikings, actually, because I know one of them is running low on fuel.
Get that aircraft airborne. Out.
Proceeding to base.
So I want to replace him, and then we'll have another Viking aid in the search down there. You're running low on fuel, so at this point I'm just going to order you back.
Will do. Out. Can do. Roger. Out. Emergency emitter bearing 055.
Okay, go
Will do.
away.
Affirmative. Out.
Yeah, we know it's a SAM site.
I'm punching out.
What? That was way motherfucker. Okay, we got our Vikings. Those torpedoes have disappeared, but I can bet you the submarine didn't.
Do. Out. Roger.
There we go.
Can do.
It's history. Engaging track 7523. Will do. Will do.
All right, sub assumed hostile.
Return to base. Can do. Out.
God, I hope I didn't break this mission by taking out that airport ahead of schedule. Like, I can live with not getting the one of the airport destroyed objectives, but if I can't complete my main objective because I broke the scripting order, I will be pissed. He must be engaged even though he doesn't show it, because I know I've sent him repeated orders to
Destroyed. Track 7523.
all right, we had the Cursura, which was a Foxtrot class. They are still engaged, so there must be another one out there.
Roger.
You guys,
Cannot comply. Out.
invalid search box. That's funny. All right.
Take assigned station.
In any event, everyone resume your stations.
Will do. Roger. Out. Taking assigned station. Affirmative out.
Yeah, the ordeal is over for now. Come on, it's a fixed SAM site.
Can do. Roger. Out. Roger.
Yeah, these guys are still
Roger. Out.
showing as engaged, so they're refusing my orders to come to comms depth.
Will do. Roger. Out.
Oh, there's a pilot. Well, we won't be picking him up anytime soon. Just because it's so goddamn far away. I'm not dispatching a destroyer.
Will do. Roger. Out.
Affirmative out.
Alright, let's pave the way for
Affirmative.
Roger. Out.
our Tomahawk strikes here.
It's toast. Taking track 7499. Can do. Missile away. Track 749.
It's toast. Taking track 7498. Will do. Roger. Out.
Missile away. Track 7.
Killing track
All right.
7498. Affirmative. Weapon away. Track 7498.
Let's prepare a strike package for... Oh, are they not back yet? There they are.
Launching aircraft.
There.
Affirmative out.
Might not be enough to destroy him, but I at least want to start weakening him and softening him up. So we'll have 2 prowlers jamming him to severely reduce his ability to defend himself, and then we'll have hornets come in with mavericks and just start poking holes in him till he sinks. That's kind of the plan here. All right, looks like they are homing in on the emissions. The SAMs are not defending themselves.
7, 4, 9, 9.
All right, close in and engage with mavericks.
Taking track 7, 4, 9. I've got him. Take track 7, 4, 9, 8. Will do. Return to
You
home
guys
plate.
can return the
We're
base.
out.
You devote extra jamming power.
Missile away. Track 7, 4, 9, 8. Destroyed.
There we go.
7, 4, 9, 8. Classified track 7, 5.
Everyone else return the base.
Will do. Roger. Can do. Roger. Out.
There, got another one. Get a solid lock on him. And then,
Affirmative out.
Proceeding to station. Affirmative out.
and then let loose with the torpedoes. All right, the Tomahawks are coming in. They should finish off that airport once and for all. Oh yeah, my strike package should be airborne now. That's them, so let's send them there. All right, okay, he is launched against some of our ships.
Roger, out.
Fortunately, we have seen it immediately.
Roger.
Return the base.
Affirmative.
Return the base.
Affirmative, out.
All right, we have a positive identification. Looks like it's the Sinduvage, which is another. This one's a kilo, so actually a little bit tougher to track down.
5, 2, 4. Can do.
All right, we'll launch torpedo from this angle at max range just to kind of keep him back from getting any closer, so he can't take any more shots at our ships. And then we'll have another submarine or another helicopter. They're kind of pincer him from the other side.
Taking track. 7, 5,
Come on.
2, 4. Affirmative, out.
Well, one keeps an eye on him. Come on. He must be somewhere other than where he's represented, and that's why he's not releasing it, because that's why he's got the intercept order.
Affirmative.
Okay, well, transit faster. Likewise,
Can do.
transit faster.
Killing track. 7, 5,
There we go.
2, 4. Will do.
Now see if you
Out.
can't get a
Roger,
definitive
out.
fix on him. Once he detects that torpedo, he should start really puffing and you'll see some cavitation. Okay, I guess he is pretty much where he's supposed to be. And I guess he just decided to accept his fate. No
Track. 7,
semblance of maneuvering or anything. Trying to avoid his fate. Nope. All right.
Returning to home plate.
We'll pull the
Affirmative.
helicopters back to base for now. We'll see if that frees these submarines from being engaged. So far, it looks like the answer is no.
Battle
Field
damage
track
assessment
7,
report
5,
received.
0, 2.
Indian Airport destroyed at latitude 2051 north, longitude 7053 east. Yeah, I already eliminated those, but of course I fucked up and did it too quickly.
New tasking message received.
All right. Orders from Chief of Naval Operations received to dispatch 3 SH-60F helicopters to latitude 27 north, longitude 6826 east for evacuation of U.S. citizens from India. So that is 23, 27, 68, 25. Close enough. So we need to get a hell of a lot closer. All right, so you're going to have to steam full speed ahead now. Damn the torpedoes, but they seem to be going for the northern ships anyways, actually specifically him. So he's just going to run up north, and once he clears those out,
Proceeding to base.
all right.
Roger.
All right, we have one. Meant jamming operations.
495 out. Weapon away. Track 7.
I said commence jamming operations, you goddamn motherfucking cocksuckers.
Can do. Roger out.
All right, well, here's hoping they were so high that these guys just don't home in on anything.
Can do out. Weapon away.
All right, we got lucky.
7495.
I still have engaged orders. It looks like the torpedoes have dissipated.
Will do.
There's a third submarine out there? Jesus Christ. All right, he's deploying countermeasures. All right, more Mavericks.
495. Roger. Engage track 749. Weapon away. Track
And actually,
795. Weapon away. Track 7495. Affirmative out.
oh, you're too low on fuel. I was going to say,
Turning to base.
what do we got here? You have 2 Mavericks. You're returning the base. You're returning the base. You have 2 Mavericks.
Will do out.
You're going to supplement the attack. Eventually, he's got to run out of cannon rounds. Return the base.
Proceeding to base. Affirmative out.
All right. Strike, 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 strike. Launch, 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 launch.
Permission to launch aircraft. Wilco out.
We're gonna take this fucker out. Turn the base. Turn the base.
Base will do. Roger out.
Can do. Will do out.
Can do. Will do. Roger out.
Engage with Maverick.
749.
Engage with Maverick.
Roger out.
749.
At least by pointing himself this way, he's gonna have less guns to go after us.
Track
Or to go after our
749.
missiles specifically. Alright, he's firing his cannon.
Missile away. Track 7495.
Alright, this one got through. Now we can start actually weakening him.
I've got him. Engaging track.
Because each hit has a chance of destroying weapons and sensors. It'll reduce his top speed, his maneuverability, and we can slowly wear away at him until we sink him. He might make my life miserable for us by having to pickle away at him with Mavericks,
Missile away.
because he refuses to get away from that goddamn fishing boat, but It's a probability game. He can't shoot them all down.
Returning to base. Can do. Roger.
And the numbers we're going to be launching them. I want to get within 50 miles before we launch.
Affirmative out.
And we are definitely not within 50 miles.
Return to home plate. Roger.
Return to base. Can do. Out.
All right, let's launch 2 replacement Vikings.
Aircraft off the deck. Affirmative.
They still are engaged, so I'm assuming there's going to be one more to the north since we've had one to our south and to our east.
Out. Will do. Out. Will go. Out.
Okay, now the carrier's kind of within all 4. So we'll
Affirmative.
Can do. Roger. Out.
I'll still have one kind of scouring in front, but I do want another one to the north.
Roger. Out. Will do.
All right, you
Can
guys
do. Roger. Out. Can do.
go south for a little bit. I want to bring my prowlers in close. They always run away, which I get. They want to, because the jammers, I believe, are set up to jam forward and aftward, so they can jam on their ingress and egress. But their AI behavior kind of sucks here, where they just keep running away, away, away.
Roger. Can do. Affirmative out.
There we go. Maverick.
It's history. Engage track 7. 4.
Now that I can keep track of them a little better.
Will do. Killing track 7. 4. 9. 5. Will do. Roger. Out.
All right, now we got 4 Mavericks at a time on him.
Can do.
So we'll see how long he can survive this.
Weapon away. Missile away. Track 7. 4. 9. 5.
He is showing his side now, so he's going to be a little bit tougher to... He's going to be able to bring more guns into action, basically. But he can't bring his missiles in. And it looks like he has 2 CWIS turrets plus 2 main guns that can join in. Maybe those rear ones can engage, too, if the angle's high enough, but... Alright, nope, he's only got 2 engaging. Took down 1 Maverick. There's a second. There we go, we got a direct hit there. It looks like he took down the 3rd.
I've got him. Take track 7. 4. 9.
This
5.
engage track 7. 4.
Missile
9.
away.
5.
Track
Can
7.
do.
4.
Missile
9.
away.
5.
Track 7.
I got him. Engage track 7. 4. 9. 5.
Return to
Will
base.
do.
Weapon away. Track. Proceeding to base. Affirmative.
Weapon away. Track 7. 4. 9.
All right,
5.
we are out of Mavericks. He is up to 26% damage, though. Oh, that is not what I needed. So we'll see what else we can do here. At the very least, I'm hoping to disable him and we can get him away from that trawler, and then we might have we might be able to go after him with more lethal weapons if they aren't going to mistake the trawler. Okay, there we go. Looks like he's down to 1 turret firing. And I think we managed to disable that turret, so he's basically done for at this point, I think. I think we could set up one more quick strike. So let's launch these 4.
Launch aircraft. Will do. Roger. Out.
All right, there they are.
Will do. Out.
And then are you my 2 prowlers? Okay.
Affirmative. Out.
We'll bring you back
Affirmative. Will do. Roger.
closer to the fight a little bit. Jesus Christ, guys, go back to home.
Out. Return to home plate. Will do. Out.
God, I hate it. I love this game. I really do. I hate having to micromanage the AI sometimes because they can be so stupid and self-destructive. And then you've seen, obviously, some of the scenario placements can be, let's call it, less than ideal. Yeah, he's definitely opening up some distance now, but at this point, I may as well finish this the way we've been going about it. So we are between 75 and 100 nautical miles. Oh yeah, we're not going to get within 50. We are about at 100 though, so I think that's what I'll launch at.
Roger. Out. Roger. Out.
Taking track 7495. Will do.
Engage
Wow, these guys have like a very nerf strike package. They don't have their AMRAMs or Sidewinders or anything, which is fine. They aren't going to need them, but
95. Roger.
Weapon away. Track
Missile away.
7,
Track
4, 9,
745.
are you jamming him?
Weapon away. Track 7495.
Wow. He might be damaged enough that it doesn't matter. All right. Bring up the Seahawks.
Out.
Okay, he's taking evasive maneuvers, but I think we knocked out his guns and his sensors. Or at least his guns, if not also his sensors. So he's not doing much in the way of, alright. Now he should be more or less crippled. 2 Mavericks should finish him. Actually, 1 should finish him. But we're going to do 2 anyways, just in case. Alright, we can see 1, 2, 3 helicopters. I like how it's inside the prop aircraft.
Launch aircraft immediately. Out.
Oh, we got some, I guess he managed to get one of his guns firing again.
Kill track 749.
For all the good that did him.
Proceed to base. Can do. Roger. Out. Return to base. Can do. Out.
Alright.
Roger. Will do. Roger. Out. Can do. Roger. Out.
We got our rescue squad on the way. I can't do that song. Alright. If push comes to shove, we can launch another. But they're still engaged, but I'm not seeing what they're engaging. All right, well, let's just hope they don't take shots at us. All right. But at least we should be able to finish this scenario off now. Well, the Tomcats providing top cover, the Hornets providing mid cover, and then yeah, it looks like they should have more than enough fuel to actually get there and back, so we will rescue them from the embassy and extract the personnel to the aircraft carrier. All right.
Proceeding to base.
You can
Stand
enter the
by.
pattern. We'll launch the Hawkeye immediately to recover. You can see the radar brightened up, so he's already staged on deck. I think at this point we're just time compressing. What's our score? 90%, and that's with the... oh, we might not get Tiger Tame too if that's based on all of the other objectives. But we know in our heart we achieved it. And honestly, if the mission file or the log file wasn't compressed, which I think it is, might not be. I'd have to double check, but I might edit it just out of spite to show that we did it, albeit ahead of schedule. All right, pull off.
Affirmative, out. Affirmative. Roger.
There we go. Return the base, return the base. I'm going to have you pull off.
Proceed to base.
There must be another one out there, otherwise they wouldn't be staying engaged, but... maybe there's one up there. Although I would hope my submarines wouldn't react to that, but... well, they're all my submarines, but the American subs with my battle group, I would hope that they'd be able to, like, actually hunt down some of these submarines themselves, too. But apparently not. But if we assume that they're hunting... if they're going after the submarines they're hunting... motherfucker.
Launch aircraft out.
Another one in a row? Someone needs to get fired. I'm not launching any more aircraft until I know we're gonna have a hot cat. All right.
I'm pushing out. Send someone to pick me up.
No. They fucking collided mid-air. Oh my god, are you fucking shitting me?
Kick that aircraft off the deck. Will do.
All right. Auxiliary force, go.
Aircraft. Will do. Roger, out.
Oh my god, this is just like, this should be easy breezy, and it's becoming a comedy of fucking go fuck yourself.
Get that aircraft airborne. Affirmative out.
Affirmative, out.
All right.
Will do. Can do. Roger, out.
Well, we got replacement helicopters. They aren't the F model. They're the R model. They'll do just as well, unless it's scripted to only respect the F model, in which case, fuck me, I guess.
Will do. Roger, out. Affirmative.
All right. God, I love this game, but it can just be so frustrating sometimes, you know? Air assumed friend. Yeah, because we saw it take off from the airport. Although, honestly, this thing would be putting out a honking big radar signature, too. Okay. I wonder if that's scripted based on the message to tell you to send your helicopters over. I wonder if that's scripted based on time, or if it actually looks at if you're within, like, the range to launch it, get it over there, rescue the citizens, and come back. Probably just based on time, but...
Taking station.
all right, you guys take station.
Proceed to station out.
Let's reform our battle group here.
Station. We'll go.
Just more out of pure. All right. So that is 50 miles. Our 2 helicopters are within the 50-mile range. Yeah, they'll have more than enough fuel. Unless our carrier decides to sail backwards. I know why he's doing it. It just pisses me off. Because the way he set up was to be behind everyone. So he's like, oh, I'm in front. I got to get back to my station. It'll be fine. You guys return the base.
Can do.
Honestly, I should let him run as much as... Oh, we have another Viking here. Active sonar buoy.
Will do.
Oh,
Can do. Roger, out.
he's turning to engage something. All right, put a box on that area. But something's got him concerned. God, what a mess of an operation. What was that? What was that Operation Eagle Claw or something? The rescue the Iran hostages back in 79, 80. And that was like a fucking comedy of errors that led to the creation of U.S. Special Operations Command to like better coordinate shit. That's basically the moment we're having here. Burn the base, you're running dry.
Affirmative.
Okay, he's also running back. Do we have another Viking?
Will do, out. Can do, out.
Did we somehow pass through a submarine?
Can do. Roger, out.
Let's go and send him back. All right, show me the fucking ship stations. Okay, you gotta
Will do. Roger, out.
stop going backwards. I don't care what you're... Oh, that's what he's... Yeah, okay. So they should... Yeah, they'll increase pace to keep up with the carrier. All right, these guys are almost within 10 nautical miles. All right, you can see these boats are just going bloop. So they're running a little racetrack over and over. Submarines that don't show, but...
Roger, out.
All right, keep searching. There's something out there somewhere. We just gotta find it before it finds us.
Get that aircraft airborne. Roger, out.
All right, well, no cold cat. That's kind of a victory in and of itself these days.
Can do.
Affirmative, out. Roger.
All right, we got those two in. Try not to collide, you bunch of clowns.
Personnel recovered safely on board.
All right.
Can do. Roger.
All right. I like the power plant or chemical plant in the middle of the airport. Anyways, personnel recovered safely on board. Priority message received. Helicopters have U.S. citizens embarked. Recommend they return to the aircraft carrier. Okay, well,
Proceed to base. Can do.
All right.
Will do. Out.
We can manage that, I think. So yeah, they got to make it back, or I assume that's a failure condition there. God damn it, where are you,
Green deck guys,
goddamn
aircraft
submarine?
airborne. Will do. Out.
All right, return to base.
Returning to base. Can do. Can do. Roger. Out. Roger.
All right. So the second flight of helicopters is inbound. Looks like if we're lucky, it'll trigger just off of this one helicopter, and then him returning to the carrier will complete the mission. We'll see how that turns out, but and it looked like I didn't even need. I may not have even needed to use a rescue command. It looks like just by getting close enough, that might have been enough. I like how they just use the generic, personnel recovered safely on board. All right.
Return to home plate. Can do.
Another pickup done. And now this guy's coming in. And that should be the last of it. So this will be a long mission, but certainly a mission. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right. I think we've pretended to pick them up long enough.
Returning to base. Roger.
All right. I think these guys should have different enough paths that I don't have to worry about them colliding. At least this time their spacing's better. All right.
Affirmative.
We'll slow down now, because we should be well within range to recover them. And then we'll go back to our assigned station after a while. Return to base.
Will do.
Anyone else running super low?
Roger. Roger. Roger.
Let's try to concentrate our search in one area, see if that gives us better results.
Return to station. Will do. Roger. Out.
Make sure all these guys know to
Returning to station. Affirmative.
return to their stations. All right, so are you the Romeo? Yes, because you're maneuvering to land, so. All right. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. And then you're a Foxtrot. You're a Romeo. Oh yeah, I did have two Foxtrots live. That's right. But hey, better they crash on the way in then crash on the way back with a payload full of American civilians, right? I mean, granted, I don't want the service members dying, but you know, this way, outbound is less deaths than inbound. That's basically my reasoning there. Still can't find what... Okay, he's back on patrol. He's still on engage. So...
Can do.
Try searching a long, narrow corridor like that. See what results that gives us. Alright, here we go. They're low on fuel, but they're finally getting back to the carrier. Alright. He's back. Pick up civilians complete. Tiger tamed. I don't know what. I would assume that's based on the rest. Okay.
Taking assigned station.
So
Roger.
the Constellation has to finish her transit, which means getting down there. So actually, what I will do is set up a
Launch aircraft
a search
immediately.
pattern
Affirmative.
Roger out. Proceed to base.
by where we're supposed to be, just on the off chance that they have a submarine there waiting for us at the end.
Affirmative out. Roger out.
I'll launch a second Viking too.
Launch aircraft. Roger out.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't, based on the objectives. It seems like it doesn't actually check to see if your helicopter makes it back to the carrier, just that you pick up the civilians,
Can do out.
which is a little bit amusing. You'd think they'd be able to check for that, but whatever. I'm not well, I could be a mission designer because you basically have the same editor that the developers have, and it's a very powerful one, at least for its time. I did play with it a lot as a kid. All right, there's the other one back. And I think it's mostly going to be an uneventful transit, so we'll see when that objective is complete, since that's like the last possible objective we can really do here. So, yeah, see you then. All right, we have contact. We have found another submarine. It literally just popped up. Engage, engage, engage.
5-2.
You narrow down the track. Finally found this fucker.
Torpedo away. Track 7. 5-2.
All right. Now turn around and hit him with a 46.
5-2-2. Will do. Roger out. Torpedo away. Track.
There we go.
5-2-2.
You can see the Mark 50 is 10 knots faster than the 46. All right, looks like we have a positive ID. The Vala, which I'm guessing is a Foxtrot. Yeah, another one of those sneaky diesel-ass submarines. Here it comes. Brace for impact.
Kill track 7-5-2-2. Returning to
I
base.
thought they might try to
Roger
hide
out.
one kind of near my exit point. These guys are still showing as
Proceed
engaged.
to base. Will do. Roger out.
What the hell? How many submarines do they have out there? Well, I got our Vikings pulling back.
Return to home.
They're going to be on their own. I'm just going to worry about protecting carrier at this point. We're going to refuel and rearm them, and then we'll keep searching in the vicinity of our exit point just to make sure the carrier is safe. I don't really care about anything else at this point, so... All right. When we hit the exit point or when we find another submarine, we'll be back. But until then, let's skip forward.
Take assigned station out.
Motherfucker.
Situation report copied.
All right. Kitty Hawk carrier battle group has arrived at destination. It's not the Kitty Hawk, though. It's the Constellation. Anyway, I think we're going to call it there. We lost 2 more aircraft due to cold cats. We're at 90%. Everything's completed except airports and Tiger tamed, which I think those should be completed. The airport, like I said previously, because I destroyed it before I was scripted to, it's not counting it as destroyed. And then I think Tiger tamed is just like a super objective where that turns complete once everything else is complete. So we're ending here. Oh, did I actually? Really? It was way the fuck down there and all my submarines were engaged. That was a good 50 nautical miles from us. Anyways, mission effectiveness 90%. Honestly, more than that. Our losses: Hornet killed by Goa. Hornet killed by Sea Dart. I think those are kind of like at the beginning of the mission. I know I've been away for a month, but this mission went way worse. Like, it didn't go that bad, but it went way worse than it should have. So yeah, here we have our starting Hornets. Boom. Shot out of the sky. Yeah, brought that guy in to fight back, and he got shot out of the sky, which that was a mistake. I shouldn't have gotten so close, but he did do some damage, which surprised me. We have an IL-38 May, which that's pretty much right on top of us. We can see there were submarines screening. They had 4 submarines screening their battle group. We only had 2 screening ours, plus the 2 Pakistani subs up there. Really, there's not much to note for a while. This stuff just kind of happens. I do know we lost some more to cold cats. We might have gotten 1 or 2 shot down by that guy. I know a couple were almost shot down because they're like the pre-programmed mission air stations. Had them flying right over hostile ships. So, like, if you weren't paying attention, yeah, I have Vikings there, and I'd forgotten about them. They should have been able to stop that guy earlier. I do know once we get to here, this was that Viking. Let's see, there's the airport, and we probably get the objective now. That Viking, he got a little too close to the sun. I should have pulled him off sooner, and I thought he would have survived because they fire the first. When you look at where he is when they fire the first one, it's like, okay, granted he dithered around a bit, which that might have contributed to his death. But at this point, he's pretty close to the edge of the missile's range there. So I think if he hadn't dithered around after that first missile, if he kept heading out, he probably would have survived. Yeah, and mostly, I think, just more cold cats. Okay, Tomahawk Strike obliterates them. Well, we destroy the SAM sites, and then our Tomahawk Strike comes in and obliterates the thing. The biggest fuck up, in my opinion, was when we launched those helicopters. Let's see, when did we launch them? Not too far off now. I know we probably had that message pretty soon. Yeah, we're kind of pulling back because all the hostiles are there. Okay, there we have them spotted on deck. And then, nope. Oh, okay, we did launch them. Yeah, there. there's when it happens. So you see, you can see they had less than 100 yards separation there. Probably closer to 50 there. 25 there, and they were at the same altitude. Boom. God, pisses me off. You'd think they'd be smart enough to watch out for that, but apparently not. All right, so I was focusing my efforts based on like where these guys were patrolling, thinking, oh, if they're engaged, they must see them somewhere up there. So it was almost luck then that I found the Vala there, or the Vela. I would never have found the Sinhugish. Maybe if they had a waypoint further south and the mission kept going, because I would have had the Vikings kind of screening the advance of my carrier, but might have been the Springfield that spotted it. Trying to see who actually got close enough to see him. Might have been the Springfield. The Springfield is pretty close there. Although I did start a search pattern to the southwest of the Springfield. So, yep, there they go. So the Vikings did spot him. They knock him out. Yeah, so I would have found that guy eventually, that last submarine. But it would have been another half hour with time compression easily. So now I think it's mostly, where are our helicopters at? I think they're back. Yeah, so at this point it's just our waiting game. Curiously enough, there were not a lot of pilots that ejected, and there were a lot killed. Yeah, those were the two at the start of the match. Hit ground, so that was a cold cat. Destroyed by Rana. Destroyed by Sam. Hit ground, cold cat. Hit ground, cold cat. Hit ground, cold cat. Hit ground, cold cat. Collided with Seahawk. Collided with Seahawk. So I feel like probably 70% of those weren't my fault. Here's our proof. Airport destroyed. Airport destroyed. We got our kill list. I'm not going to go through it all, but you can see there was easily 3 to 4 dozen aircraft that we shot down, and only one pilot. Safely evacuated U.S. citizens from India. Kitty Hawk Carrier Battle Group, Constellation Carrier Battle Group arrived at the destination position. Yeah. That's bullshit, because to the southwest. The fuck are they talking about? To the southeast, there was an airport. Unless they mean like relative to there, but like that's to the southeast of. But we did it. The Viraat was destroyed. Your forces destroyed the Indian aircraft carrier, thereby maintaining a balance of power in the region. Peace negotiations between Pakistan and Indian governments have resumed. You completed one of your primary mission tasks. The airport located at latitude yada, longitude yada destroyed. This reduces India's ability to threaten Pakistan. So that's why they're more worried about this. So that would have further reduced their ability to threaten Pakistan. And then Tiger Tamed, by defeating all of them, would have been, hey, you basically cut India down to size. You've destroyed their advantages over Pakistan, so they're forced to come to the table. So that's what I'm assuming happened there. But again, as you can see, I mean, we're the victim of a bug, basically. I mean, you could say, you could make an argument for rules of engagement, but they never said wait for orders to attack the airport. So, I took matters into my own hands. I was attacked. I destroyed the threat. But whatever. We got a 90%. Probably would have been 95% if those objectives hadn't bugged out. So I think we're going to be happy with that. Oh boy, that was a long one. And actually, that's kind of a test run for the first campaign mission. You'll see when we get to that, because that's very similar. albeit less complex, and basically you have less allies. Basically, you have the same carrier battle group, I think the same submarines, but more objectives. You don't have help from Pakistan. So it's kind of a dress rehearsal for that, really. But, yeah, the missions only get longer from here for the most part, I think, so buckle up. And with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.